Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another match day experience on the channel. Get in, it's Saturday morning. I haven't got work for a change. I'm excited to get going despite how cold it is out there at the moment. It's 1 degrees, sleet, snow, rain is all on its way this afternoon. But regardless of that, I'm excited. I was supposed to be going to watch Copplestonians today, but that game got cancelled for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into. But I left it to you guys on Twitter earlier on this week to let me know what game you wanted to go to. Here are the results. I gave you Stowupland, who we're going to watch today, against Ransomes, and also Sporting 87 versus Stanton. And you guys voted. I probably maybe expected 100 votes, maybe 100 votes if that. 600 of you voted. Absolutely insane. And the support from Sporting 87 in particular was amazing. So I have agreed to go and watch them later on in January. But for today, 55% of you voted for me to go to Stowupland, which is perfect, to be honest, because I want to get back in time to watch the Norwich game. I don't think I'd have been able to do that if I went to Bury. But there we go. So I'm off to Stowupland. And yeah. Here's the league table. Constantly go back and forth. So here's the league table. And if you look at it on paper, Ransomes should be winning this game. Quite comfortably, you would say. However, Stowupland's recent form, they are unbeaten in the last 3 games. So they're going to be really, really psyched for this. And they're going to be in a really good frame of mind. And they've just made the signing of the Fat Messi. It's not my nickname, but the Fat Messi, who I've seen countless times this season play for Claydon, for Old Newton, for Debenham. He's gone everywhere I've gone, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again. But yeah, it is about 10:15 now. I'm going to be leaving my house about 12:30. I'm going to have a nice walk up there because it's only like Stowupland's like the next village along to me. So yeah, nice walk up there, and we'll see what kind of weather conditions we've got. Let's do this. So there we are, we're here at the home of STOW FALCONS. Very weird for me being back here, not going to lie. This was where I played football up until about the age of 11 years old. So it's mixed emotions sort of being back here. It's very odd, but you know, the pitch is looking good. I've just had a little bit of a walk over some of the grass and it's looking, you know, the pitch is looking really good. It's just cold. There's nothing more to it. It's cold, the pitch is fine, there's no ice, there's nothing like that. It's just bitterly cold. The wind is not helping at all. But the moment on arrival, I've been greeted with a coffee. So I'm going to go in, warm up for half an hour, and we'll see you back in a few moments with some footage. Let's go. So here we are, freezing cold conditions. The ref has just said he's not running around because he wants to. He's running around to just try and stay warm. It's that cold at the moment. It's just the wind. It's the wind. Because the pitch is actually really soft, to be honest. We're standing right next to it, and he's really soft. But yeah, about 5 minutes to go before kickoff. I've had my coffee. Let's just go. Let's just do this. Come on, boys. Get out here. Here we go, half time, 1-1, and one absolutely frantic game of football. The weather is playing havoc with it, but both teams have put on such a great game despite how bad the wind is. It's honestly horrific. But Falcons started off well, used the conditions to their advantage and played the game well. And it took Ransomes up until the 1-0 scoreline to really get themselves into the game, start calming down. And every time they get the ball down on the floor, it's working, and I think that's going to have to be the secret for Falcons in the second half. They've got to keep the ball down on the floor. Otherwise, if they try and play the long ball that Ransomes were in the first 10-15 minutes, it's not going to work. But half-time, 1-1. I need to warm up. It is bitterly, bitterly cold. My hands are practically falling off. See you in a sec. There we have it, full time. Stowupland Falcons 2, Ransomes Sports 3. There was not any coverage from me during that game, and this is the reason why. Listen to this audio, basically of me talking all the time. Conditions, those balls, so that is what I had to contend with. There was no commentary from myself, but you know, I'm going to just do a little bit of an analysis now. Basically, Stowupland came out with an agenda in the first half. They really, really played well, and they played to the conditions perfectly. The first time that Ransomes got the ball down on the deck, passed it around, they scored. But it just seemed as if they were very content to be like that until half-time. There was no urgency to go and get a second goal. Second half began, and it was all STOW Falcons again for like the first 5-10 minutes. They really came out, and they had a lot of opportunities, as you've been able to see. But then Ransomes was just clinical. That was pretty much it, to be honest, to separate the two teams. Ransomes were very clinical. And I spoke to Sam Bobby after the game, who's assistant manager for STOW Falcons. And he just said, you know, the team are now starting to gel and they're starting to click. And I think that is so evident with this STOW FALCONS team. They drew 2-2 against Sporting last weekend. They've played really well against the Ransomes team today. They've just come up a little bit short and just didn't get that rub of the green. In terms of Ransomes, that is a game they could have quite easily lost, and they haven't. So they move on to the next game with 3 points. For both teams now, it's a 3-week break over Christmas and New Year, and they'll be back on January 5th, I believe, or maybe January 12th. I'm not entirely sure. But if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, every time I release a video, you get an email notification about it to let you know that I have done that. So it's really, really important that you guys do that, and it would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button. As I said, leave a thumbs up for the horrible conditions that we had to put up with. But yeah, thank you very much for your recent support. Really does mean a lot. But until we see each other next time, as always, adios.